So I'm here to discuss the mediums of music. The mediums of music is the materials of the music is the sound. Musical sound tones are produced by artificial instrument and by the human voice. And thus we have two musical mediums, the instrumental and the vocal mediums. It means when we say mediums of music, these are the materials that we need to use to produce or perform a sound. Musical sounds and tones produced by artificial instrument and by the human voice. Meaning to say, artificial instrument, those things are electronic organ, ensemble, flute, orchestra, guitar, and flute. So the number one here is musical instrument. Musical instrument have three things common. A part which vibrates and a part which amplifies the sound by bouncing of the vibration away from which the instrument and a system for producing or regulating fixed pitches. So it means a musical instrument are those things like piano, guitar, violin, and etc. It is also an object or device for producing a musical sound. A part which vibrates, this part of the music vibration happens when traveling through the air to eardrum. And it's where the sounds bouncing off to away from instrument. In the musical instrument also, it is the system for producing and regulating to fixed pitches. So this time we can also need the highest and the lowest of voice. Letter A here is the string bow instrument. This instrument have hollow sound box across which nylon, wire or gut strings are stretched. These strings are made to violate by means of horsehair bow, which is rubbed over them. Violin, viola, violonella, cello, and the double bass consists of the string choir. So it means the string bow instrument. These instruments are also producing a sound, and to describe it, it is consists of nylon wire or gut strings are stretched. So ibig sabihin pinahaba to siya ng mga kwan. And those things are made to vibrate. Yeah, pinapa-vibrate. And there are four types of this instrument. The number one is violin, viola, violoncello or cello, and the last is the double bass. Those four are all consist of string choir. So the letter B here is the wind-blown instrument. It is any musical instrument that use air as the primary vibrating medium for the production of sound. So there are number one and number two here. The number one is the woodwinds. So the woodwinds, they are found behind the string choir in an orchestra. They are sounded by blowing into them, thus setting a column of vibrating. This instrument of the woodwind family consists of tubes and usually made of the wood which have holes on the side. Example of these are the flute, piccolo, clarinet English, horn, basson, and contrabasson and saxophone. So that's an example. So it means instrument are usually daw makikita sa likod ng string choir na ginagamit ng mga instrumentalities, yung mga gumagamit daw sa kanila yung instrumentalities. And especially one combining string that orchestra plays typically in front of the stage or lower level than the audience. Yeah, ganun yun siya. And the woodwind instrument are made by wood, and this also consists of tubes and have holes on their sides. So the number two here is the brass instrument. All brass instruments consist of cylindrical brass tube of varying length. This tube is either double on itself or coiled for easy handling and expand into a belt-shaped end. The trumpet, horn, trombone, tube, and bugle belong to this group of instruments. So, big sabihin, the brass instrument is a musical instrument that produces sound by sympathetic vibration or of an air in a tubular resonator in sympathy with vibration of the player's lips. It is just means they use this instrument. They use this instrument through their lips, something they make it double in order for them to easily handling the five example above and all the family of brass instrument. So that's my topic and wait for the next reporter. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Trishaya Maya B. Nasataya and I'm here to discuss the percussion and struck instrument and the keyboards. The percussion or struck instrument, the complete set of percussion, includes any instrument that is sound by striking, shaking, or scratching with the hands or with another object. These instruments are used to emphasize the rhythm, generate excitement, and enliven the orchestral sound. Percussion instrument introduced into Greece in the 6th century BCE with the cult of the Great Mother of the Gods, Cybele. The frame drum is depicted as being played by Maenads and was also a cult instrument in rites of the Orphic religion. There are 43 types of percussion instrument. The kettle drum or timpani, chimes, glockenspiel, xylophone, and vibraphone are percussion instruments which are able to produce different tones with definite pitch. The bass drum, the snare or the side drum, the tambourine, the castanet, the cymbals, the woodblock, the maracas, and the Chinese gong on the other hand are those which have indefinite pitch. The keyboards. Instruments equipped with keyboards occasionally play with a symphony orchestra. Instruments that are belong to this group are the piano, the harpsichord, the celesta, and the organ. Keyboard instruments have a broad range of sound, making them some of the most versatile musical instruments.
Good morning, everyone. To continue with our discussion today, I will discuss to you instruments groups. Instruments groups is a musical instruments that are played either singly or in a group of various sizes. So, yung instruments group, sila yung mga grupo ng instruments in which piniplay natin sila, such as guitar, piano, keyboard, ganun. What else? Ukulele, ano pa, anything na na instruments na ginagamit. So meron siyang mga groups. Okay, letter A. So these are the instruments groups. These are the kinds of instruments groups. So letter A, orchestra. A big gathering of instrumentalists having the string section is its nucleus. It is usually composed of four choirs, such as strings, woodwinds, brasses, and percussion. So yung orchestra is composed of four choirs. So, ito siya yung a big gathering of instrumentalists. So, sila yung mga instrumentalist na nagpi-play sila na without vocalist. Ganun siya. So, it's all about playing their instruments lang na composed of four choirs such as strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. So, meron silang mga strings, meron din silang mga woodwinds na ginagamit na instruments, meron silang mga brasses, and percussion. So, these are the orchestra. This is what we called orchestra. Letter B, band. Smaller in a size, composed mostly of wind and percussion instruments with only a few strings or none at all. Small group of musicians who play popular music such as jazz, rock, or pop. So, yung band is composed sila yung mga smaller group. Sila yung mga instruments nila is composed mostly of a wind and percussion instruments. So, konti lang yung string. Yung iba kasi mostly na ginagamit nila yung drum, yung keyboard, ano pa yung isa na I don't know what we call it, pero hindi ko alam kung anong tawag doon. Pero wait, basta ganun siya. Okay. Kasi konti lang dito yung string instrument nila, or pwede nga na hindi na sila gumagamit ng string instrument nila. Okay. Letter C. Rondalia, best known Philippine instrumental grouping today. A band made up of mostly stringed instrument. So sila yung banda, sila yung grupo dito sa best known sa Philippine ngayon, na mostly na pina-play lang nila yung stringed instrument lang. So ganun siya. So that's all. To continue with our discussion today, I will discuss to you the conductor and the human voice. So the conductor is the person interested with the tremendous task of controlling some 100 player at a time and keeping the members playing together harmoniously. So the conductor is a person in which directs or leads the team, such as singing group, dance group, yung mga team players, yun. So, siya yung overall na nagko-control ng player at a time, and siya yung nagki-keep ng members playing together, singing together harmoniously, or siya yung gumagawa ng way to make their team or to have your team a unity. So, sila yun. Number 2, the human voice. Humans are equipped with this most beautiful musical instrument. It is rather like a wind instrument. It is consists of sound made by a human being using the vocal tract, including talking, singing, laughing, crying, screaming, shouting, or yelling. Its frequency is especially a part of human and sound production, in which the vocal folds are the primary sound source. So there are classification of human voices according to range. So, letter A, soprano, high-pitched female voice. It is a type of classical female singing voice and has the highest vocal range of all voice types. So, sila yung may matataas na boses. Letter B, alto, low-pitched female voice. Alto is a woman relatively low singing voice. So, kung may mataas na boses, sila naman yung may mababang boses. Letter C, tenor, high-pitched male voice. It is the highest natural adult male singing. So, ito yung kumbaga ito yung standard na voices, or ito yung natural na voice ng mga male. So, usually ito talaga yung mga voices nila. Letter D, bass, low pitch male voice. It describes tones of low frequency, pitch, and range from 16 to 256 Hz. So, kung mayroong matataas na boses sa voice, so mayroon namang mabababa yung boses. Letter E, mezzo-soprano, a voice combining at the attributes of both the soprano and the alto. So, it is a female singing voice whose vocal range lies between soprano and the contralto voice type. So, kumbaga siya yung lower than soprano but higher than alto. So, kumbaga katamtaman yung boses nila. Yun siya. Letter F, the baritone. It is a voice lying between the tenor and the bass. It is a man with fairly deep singing voice that is lower than that of tenor but higher than that of a bass. So sila yung kumbaga middle lang din yung voice nila. So that's all.
Thank you for that wonderful discussion, Miss Barbosa. And hello again, everyone. My name is Monica Bayate, and I am here to discuss to you about the mediums of the literature and the combined arts. So first, let's tackle about the literature. The medium for this kind of art is language. That is, the writer uses words with which to build the composition of the same manner that the builder uses bricks, stones, and woods to construct an edifice. These words are not used singly, however, but in combination with other words and arranged according to certain patterns and structures to suggest images and feelings. Example of literature arts are series of Harry Potter, War and Peace, Bakit Baliktad Magbasa ng Libro ang Mga Pilipino, and many more. So, did you know that there are three genres of literature? These are the poetry, prose, and drama. So, let's proceed to the next topic, which is the combined arts. The medium in this category may vary depending on the need of the particular art form. For example, in dances, it may require body movement, while in theatrical productions such as drama and opera, it combines several mediums such as gesture, music and spoken language, props, etc. So, that's it. I hope you have understand my report and thank you for listening.